So what inspired you to start your company? And tell everyone about your company, because it's picked up pretty quickly. And I think before we went on air with this, you were asking me about how was I able to put together this podcast and to do this on my own. It's like, yeah, I do all this on my own. I see what you do, and you're largely doing the exact same thing, except it's not a podcast. It's starting your own kind of health and beauty line and beauty company. And I'm even more impressed by that than just me sitting here putting together a damn podcast. It's you're putting in real work.
I mean, it takes the same level of commitment and dedication. Once you put your mind to something, you go out there, you work, and you make it happen. So the name of my company is Flowers Moondust, and it's an African wellness company. What we provide is high-quality African healing products, and that includes African superfoods, such as moringa powder, tiger nut powder, baobab fruit powder, and raw cocoa powder. And then on the beauty side, we have shea butter, cocoa butter, natural soaps, and we also do reusable mud cloth tote bags. And the concept came to me sometime last year. So it took me a year to develop the idea and to develop the business before I launched it. And while I was in Ghana, I met my partner and we both love to travel. So we would go from region to region, just learning about the different cultures of that region, or what farmer grows what in that region. And the more I thought about it, the more I said to myself, there's something here. Like in Ghana alone, there's so much natural health and wellness products that we're just sitting on. And as more and more people become privy to their well-being and start taking care of themselves, I feel like Africa as a whole is a great place to turn to when you're looking to get back to the basics and get back to the natural way of living. And so that's where the idea came from. And I've always known I wanted to be a healer of sorts. I just knew it wasn't going to be a medical doctor. So it's funny that I now have an African wellness company, because it's still a healer, just in a different way. So
you've always had this kind of a peaceful type of aura to you. Like there's always it's very peaceful. It's very chill. It's even though the fact that people will look at your youth as like, oh, she's so young. It doesn't matter. It's the kind of energy you give off. And it's very positive, very healing. This fits you. Even down to the name of the company, like that fits you perfectly. Like that is you all the way.
Yes. And so it's an extension of myself, which makes it easy for me to build upon, because I'm being authentic to me and I'm living my truth, and the business at Flowers Moondust is just another branch of the same tree, if you will. And so I'm very excited to have it out there. I'm very excited for people to learn more about my culture and the wellness that goes on in my home country, and in Africa as a whole, and to have like a positive outlook and bringing something positive to the global market, because it's very important to me that I'm even living in Ghana to do this company, to run this company, because I work hand in hand with local African artisans who are brilliant at what they do. And so, for example, the tiger nut powder that we have, there's this farmer who does organic farming. He doesn't use any pesticides, any fertilizer. Everything is 100% natural, and he knows how to cultivate the tiger nuts in a way, and he knows how to dehydrate them, and just his process, just watching him work is just phenomenal and brilliant. And he's in a village, and a lot of people think there's nothing in the village, there's no knowledge in the village, but there's so much wealth and knowledge and beautiful things happening in these rural areas that I feel like more people need to be aware of. And so just me being here and working hand in hand with the people that support my company, and I support them. So it's a give and take. I'm not doing charity work over here. So. Yes.
I'm fascinated. I'm so fascinated by this. How are you able to get people on board? Because I see so often these days people are trying to start companies, trying to start different things, and they so often get stuck at square one. Yet you've been able to make this happen. And I won't say it was quick, because I know you put in a long amount of work on this, but the way that it's really gotten rolling, you were able to make this happen. I guess short of saying, what would be your secret, and what would you tell other young entrepreneurs, whether they're in Ghana, the States, they're in England, because we get listeners all over the world on this thing. What would you tell like some young entrepreneurs who are starting to form these business partnerships and to be able to get these businesses off the ground?
Well, when it comes to working with the locals here, I would say going in with an open mind and not putting yourself on a high pedestal. I don't say, oh, I'm coming from America, so I'm going to come teach you how to do what you do best. But no, going in humble, going in with an open mind, having them understand that it's a collaborative effort, and that it's a give and take, and not just, oh, I'm giving you something or I'm taking something away from you, but we're in this together. So if I thrive, you thrive, and we thrive together. And so just making it known that it's a collaborative effort was a way that I got a lot of people on board. And people are smart. They could smell through, like, I don't know, am I allowed to curse?
Absolutely.
They could smell bullshit from a mile away. So if you're coming in with bullshit, they'll know. And so I come in with a clean heart, and I think it shows in the work that I do and my commitment to them. And so I would say to other entrepreneurs to like have a vision, stick to it, and be authentic and work hard for sure. Because being an entrepreneur has been one of the most challenging things I've ever had to do. There's been so many times when I felt like giving up, but having the right support system around me has been instrumental to the success of the company thus far. And just definitely your support system matters when you're about to start a company, because you will be tested over and over and over again. And it's about each time you get up, if you have to go back to the drawing board and rework something, you do it because you have an end goal in mind. And so keeping that vision clear definitely helped me throughout the process, and it's still helping me now because I'm trying to build and grow it. Everything I've done so far, I've funded myself, which has been really difficult, not having that capital given to you, but I'm using my own savings to build the company. So
you're legitimately self-made. You're not like how some people call themselves self-made and they've gotten handouts and they've gotten donations and all sort of money. Like this is all your shit. Like it's going in here.
Yes, it is. It's all my shit. Yes.